Have you ever had a dream so vivid it felt real? Or noticed a symbol or a sign that seemed to pop up everywhere you looked? Maybe you've had a gut feeling, a sudden hunch you just couldn't ignore. These aren't random occurrences. They are messages, whispers from a part of you that operates beneath the surface of everyday awareness. The unconscious mind. Welcome as we dive deep into the hidden forces that shape our lives, exploring how to listen to the language of dreams, symbols, and intuition. Imagine your mind is like an iceberg. The small tip you see above the water is your conscious mind, your thoughts, your plans, your to-do lists. But beneath the waves lies the vast, powerful mass of the unconscious. This is the realm of your deepest memories, your hidden emotions, your instinctual drives, and a profound wisdom that connects you to something larger than yourself. Pioneering psychologist Carl Jung believed the unconscious isn't just a junkyard of repressed thoughts. It's a creative and intelligent source of guidance, constantly trying to communicate with us to help us become more whole. But how does it speak? It doesn't use words like we do. It speaks in a primal, ancient language. The language of symbols, and the primary stage for this symbolic play is our dreams. When we sleep, the logical, critical part of our brain takes a back seat, allowing the unconscious to come forward. The people, places, and bizarre events in our dreams are not literal. They are symbols, metaphors for our inner state. Think about a common dream, like being chased. On the surface, it's terrifying, but if we look deeper, we can ask, what am I running from in my waking life? Is it a responsibility I'm avoiding? An uncomfortable truth I don't want to face? Or perhaps an aspect of myself I'm afraid to confront? The chaser in the dream might symbolize a feeling, a person, or a situation you are actively trying to ignore. The dream isn't a prophecy of being chased. It's a spotlight on your inner avoidance. Another classic dream is losing your teeth. This often relates to anxiety about our appearance, how others perceive us, or a fear of losing control or power. It can signal feelings of helplessness or a lack of confidence in a particular situation. The key isn't a one-size-fits-all dream dictionary. The key is to get personal. What does a tooth mean to asterisk? You, asterisk. Strength, communication. Your smile. The personal association is where the real meaning is found. When you wake up from a potent dream, don't just brush it off. Grab a journal. Write down everything you can remember, no matter how strange. Pay attention to the feelings the dream evoked. Were you scared, joyful, confused? The emotion is a huge clue. Then, start to gently question the symbols. If this person in my dream was a part of me, what part would they be? What does this strange object remind me of in my own life? This is how you begin a dialogue with your unconscious. This dialogue isn't limited to our sleep. The unconscious also communicates through symbols in our waking life. Jung called these synchronicities, meaningful coincidences. Have you ever been thinking intensely about a problem, and then you overhear a conversation, see a billboard, or find a book that seems to hold the exact answer you were looking for? That's synchronicity. It's the universe, and your unconscious, conspiring to give you a nudge. For example, maybe you're debating a career change, feeling lost and uncertain. Over the next few days, you keep seeing images of bridges on TV, in magazines, even in a child's drawing. A bridge is a powerful symbol of transition, of connecting two separate places. Your unconscious might be using this recurring symbol to validate your desire for change and encourage you to cross over into a new phase of life. The trick is to be aware, to be open to seeing these patterns. We're so often rushing, distracted by our phones and our worries, that we miss these subtle signs. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the world around you, not just with your eyes, but with a sense of curiosity and wonder. When a symbol or an image catches your attention repeatedly, pause and ask, why am I noticing this right now? What might this be trying to tell me? Beyond dreams and symbols, there is perhaps the most direct line of communication from the unconscious. Intuition, that gut feeling, that inner knowing. It's a form of intelligence that bypasses logical reasoning. Have you ever met someone and just instantly felt you could trust them? Or, conversely, felt an immediate sense of unease for no logical reason? That's your intuition at work. It's processing thousands of nonverbal cues, body language, tone of voice, energy at a speed your conscious mind can't match, and delivering a verdict. Safe or not safe? Many of us are taught to distrust this inner voice. We're told to be logical, to rely on facts and figures, to ignore feelings that can't be explained. But in doing so, we cut ourselves off from one of our most powerful guidance systems. Your intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it and trust it, the stronger it becomes. Start with small things. When you have a hunch, don't immediately dismiss it. Follow it and see where it leads. Maybe it's a feeling to take a different route home, which helps you avoid a traffic jam, or a sudden urge to call an old friend, only to find out they really needed to hear from someone. These small validations build trust. When bigger decisions come along, you'll be more confident in listening to that inner compass. A great way to cultivate intuition is through quiet time. Meditation, long walks in nature, or simply sitting in silence without distractions. Allows the noise of the conscious mind to settle. In this quiet space, the subtle voice of intuition can be heard more clearly. Ask a question, and then just listen. Don't force an answer. Let it arise naturally, as a feeling, an image, or a sudden thought. So why is listening to the unconscious so important? Because it's the path to wholeness. What? Jung Kayet. Individuation. It's the process of integrating the hidden parts of ourselves with our conscious identity. When we ignore our dreams, dismiss synchronicities, and silence our intuition, we are living a divided life. We might feel a persistent sense of being stuck, of not knowing who we truly are, or a feeling that something is missing. This is often the unconscious, knocking on the door, asking to be let in. By engaging with this inner world, we uncover our hidden strengths, heal old wounds, and understand our true motivations. We stop being driven by unconscious patterns and start making conscious choices. We move from being a passenger in our own lives to being the driver, guided by a deep and authentic inner wisdom. It's not always an easy journey. The unconscious can show us our shadow, the parts of ourselves we deny or dislike. It can bring up uncomfortable emotions and challenge our most cherished beliefs about who we are. But it is through embracing this darkness that we find our greatest light. Your inner world is a vast, beautiful, and wise landscape waiting to be explored. It is speaking to you all the time in the cryptic theater of your dreams, in the symbolic breadcrumbs of your waking life, and in the quiet, certain voice of your intuition. The only question is, are you ready to listen? Start tonight. Before you go to sleep, set an intention. I am open to receiving guidance from my dreams. Keep a journal by your bed. When you see a meaningful coincidence, write it down. When you feel a gut instinct, honor it. This is not just an intellectual exercise. It is the sacred work of getting to know your own soul. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the depths. If this exploration resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into the mysteries of the human psyche. What has your unconscious been trying to tell you lately? Share your experiences with dreams, symbols, or intuition in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. Be well. And listen closely.